All right, somebody wants to know, someone has a question. Let's know about motorcycle riding, and what about motorcycle riders in California? That's Joe. Yeah. I'll tell you something I noticed, and Donnie, you tell me if you noticed this one too. I just said this the other day when I was driving home from Santa Monica. I have this theory that motorcycle drivers have turned into assholes. Now, it's ironic because back in the day, bikers were literally bikers. Now they're lawyers who are trying to convince you they're bikers. They're a bunch of assholes, really. I mean, here's what I'm saying.
A lot of attitude.
The louder the bike, the less I like the guy and the bigger the dick he is. But here, tell me if you can dig this. I have this hypervigilance thing. So when I'm driving a car, I can see all three of the mirrors, the two outside ones and the rear view one simultaneously. I'm very aware of what's going on. And when you're in traffic and you're going 5 miles an hour on the 405 and there's a motorcycle that's splitting the difference and coming up behind you pretty fast, I always notice them. I always see them coming in the rear view, and I would always be one of the few cars who would actually swerve out to the left a little and leave a gap as the guy went shooting by me. And I used to do, I've been doing this my whole life, and I used to be a rider. So it was just one of those, I do it,
a hand wave
do it for the rider.
On the bike, right?
I used
Not
to,
anymore.
aha!
Yeah.
Aha! The whole time I did this, I got the hand wave. Sometimes it was the up hand wave. Sometimes it was the down hand wave. It was the same hand wave that I would get when I rode a bike. When you rode a bike and you pulled up onto Mulholland off of Topanga and some bikes went by on Mulholland, they'd all give you the hand. Here you go. Hey, buddy, fellow biker. I feel your pain. I said to my buddy yesterday when we were driving home from Santa Monica, what the fuck? Because again, two bikes did it in the course of about 5 minutes. Two bikes were coming up fast. We were going about 20 miles an hour on the 405. I swung out, did my deliberate, I was in the far left lane. I did my deliberate swing out, let the guy like 3-4 feet, extra feet. He blew right past me, nothing. Then the next guy did it 5 minutes later, nothing. And I said, I used to do that all the time, and almost every time I did it, 90% of the time I did it, the guy would shoot me a hand, just a quick hand off the bar. Thanks, buddy. The last 25 times I've done it, 0. What the fuck? What's going on?
Well, is it the new bike riders, or is it culture in general?
I think culture in general sucks, but I think the new bike riders in general suck. And you guys who take the goddamn baffles out of your Harleys, how small do your dicks have to be? Hey, everybody, notice me. I have a motorcycle. Ooh. Yeah, you got a fucking hog. Shut the fuck up, you idiots. Jesus Christ. You see these assholes driving around and your fillings are shaking and your window panes are shaking and they're going to fall out of the frames. Shut the fuck up, you idiots. And let me say something. I know it sounds contradictory because I don't like the cops and I don't like all the chicken shit tickets and I don't like all the front license plate, chicken shit stuff we have out here in L.A. or the rolling through the four-way stop. I want their ass to write your loud ass a ticket. Why? Because you're waking me up. You're fucking with me. Me not having a front license plate, that's between me and Johnny Law. That's between me and the guy who puts the cameras up at the intersection. You, with no goddamn baffle in your hog, by the way, that you're
invading your home in your car.
I'm literally trying to take a nap and there's some jack off going down the street and it's shaking my light fare. I can see my water moving on my nightstand.
Like Jurassic Park?
Yes. Put the fucking baffle in, you idiots. And here's the better question. You guys are dicks, and you don't know you're dicks. I mean, let's face it. There's so many guys out there who just don't know they're dicks. They're walking around in suede vests. They have one big hoop earring on. They're wearing leather pants. They got a hog. They've taken the baffles out. You're waking up the fucking neighborhood. You're a dick. You don't know you're a dick, but you're a dick. But here's who I want to talk to. Your woman. Hey, ladies who are hanging around with the dicks, possibly sucking them, how about you straighten these assholes out? Would you please? They're obviously clueless. They don't know what the fuck's going on. They're stupid. They got beat up in high school. Now they've plucked their chest and they pulled the baffles out of the hogs and they're driving around. They've been doing too many curls at the gyms, or maybe they're on some kind of male replacement hormone therapy or some bullshit like that. But listen, maybe the Grecian formula's rotted their brain. But hey, ladies, would you please get your dick in order? Would you get that dick on a leash? I swear to God, I see so many doofus dick asses out there, and I think to myself, well, he's a dick, and then he pulls up with his other dick buddies, and I realize, okay, they don't all know they're dicks, but somewhere there's a lady waiting for them at home, right? When they hear this guy coming up the block with the Harley rumbling, and then the guy climbs off the Harley and he's wearing the leather pants and he's got the sleeves cut off and he shaved his arms and stuff. Ladies, how about you tell him to knock that shit off? You're 44. Who the fuck are you impressing? Jesus Christ. I don't know if we're getting dumber. I don't know what the fuck it is. But listen, I like the guys. I'll tell you the guys I like. I like the guys on the Rice Rockets. I like the guys that are carving up the canyons. I like the guys that are dressed like, Brad Lackey, circa 1972, like full leathers, full fairing, knee dragging, carving that canyon up, eating shit, but they're even wearing the backpack that's the hard tortoise shell, so if they go down, they're not going to get killed.
That's new.
That's the guys I want to see on a bike, carving it up, making time, not the guys with the ape hangers, thundering down, wearing the stupid Prussian helmet or the chrome helmet. And by the way, it's one of these things, it's another one of these just retarded things. Half these guys, they're all such badasses, and they're such simpletons. They're like the retards that get the flame tattoos or the skull tattoos. Oh, you're such a badass with your fucking flame tattoo, you idiots. These are the same guys, they love black. They think that makes them a badass. So they all wear flat black helmets. And by the way, I hope you guys are just cleaned out by semi-trucks, because there's no worse color for a helmet than flat black. Nothing doesn't reflect the light. Nothing mixes in with the night air. Nothing says, come hit me, drunk trucker, like a flat black helmet. You should be wearing all helmet. By the way, helmets should, just come in freeway pylon cone orange. They should all just be looking like a cherry on top of a sundae. These guys driving around with their flat black helmets, with their ape hanger bars, their hands are up 3 feet higher than their head. There's no way they can steer that thing. Half the custom bikes don't even have a front brake. So you got the ape hangers, no front brake, a slick. The rear light is down on the ground, like it's down where the license plate is, just above the axle on the rear. Hopefully Darwin will take care of this and just clean these assholes out. So I'm tired of them waking me up. We get it. You're into biking. We get it. You're into riding a motorcycle. We get it. But you want to know what? If you were really into riding and you're really into the rush of acceleration and you're really into riding a bike, you'd get yourself a Rice Rocket and go carve up a canyon instead of drive around looking like a fucking retard from a 60s film.
Throwing thunder revs.
Yeah, and that's the other thing, too.
The stoplight.
Yeah, they're just sitting at the fucking stoplight. The thing's just idling. It's loud enough, but you got to sit there and keep popping the revs out?
Yeah.
Fucking idiots. You guys are such poser douchebags. I swear to God. And by the way, you can't ride worth shit. I've seen you take off. I've seen you pull that
dragging.
move, both feet out like fucking pontoons all the way through the intersection. Who are you kidding? Find a fucking canyon, you idiots. Jesus Christ. All right.